You know, clean, safe water is essential to survival and health and pretty much general life as we know it. Well, in today's video, we're going to take a look at some really innovative water filtration products from the folks at HydroBlu. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. So the folks at HydroBlu, who make some really interesting water filtration products, by the way, contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested in taking a look at their products and seeing if there's a way we could work together. So long story short, they've sent me some stuff to test and agreed to sponsor this video. If I like the stuff, well, you're seeing the video, so you know I like it. So I took all the stuff out to a Boy Scout camp out with me at a nearby lake here, Lake Altoona, in kind of north of Atlanta, and did a pretty extensive testing on it. So I got kind of 5 different filter options here to show you today, and we're going to kind of go over pretty quickly the specs of these, and I kind of cut in some of the footage from the testing of the lake. Hopefully it'll give you a good indication of kind of different things they have. So first of all, the first item we're going to look at, which I think is one of the coolest that they have in my opinion, is the HydroBlu Sidekick straw filter. And yep, this thing is not much bigger than a good sized pen, and it's a 3-stage straw filter, which is very unusual in the filter straw kind of category, because not only does it take out the standard bacteria such as Giardia, E. coli, Cryptosporidium, and more, and I'm reading by the way, yes, it also removes heavy metals like lead, iron, cadmium, nickel, chromium, and zinc. And chemicals such as chlorine, pesticides, herbicides, gasoline, and diesel. That's right, and that little straw. I can tell you there's a video on the internet of somebody drinking out of a Walmart toilet with one of these. I'm not going to do that, but they did. So, actually, he got his son to do it, so I think that's kind of sketchy on his part, but that's the way it goes. So let me tell you a little bit about the filter, because I think it's pretty cool. First of all, it weighs only 1 ounce. It is 7 inches long by about a little over a ½ inch in diameter. And the price on this is $14.95, so not very expensive. But it features 3-stage filtration, which is what allows it to get out so much stuff and to do such a good job of cleaning the water. So basically, it's got a drinking straw on this end. You just kind of looks like a vape, doesn't it? And then at least an old school vape. I don't know, I don't vape, so I couldn't tell you. But what the cool part about it is it's got this 3-stage filter on it. So stage 1 is a cotton pre-filter membrane. You can kind of see it in there. And what that does, it just gets out large sediment. Then it's also got a second stage, which is activated carbon filter. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of inside there. This end pops off because it is replaceable. And the activated carbon filter is what gets out the nasty chemicals and the heavy metals and stuff like that. And all in here is the ultra filtration hollow fiber. And basically that just, it's got tiny 0.1 micron pores that it pulls the water through. Anything smaller than that, anything larger than that rather, is blocked. It's probably the coolest little straw filter I've seen. I like it for a couple reasons, because it is so small and so compact, and because it does such a very good job of really taking out more stuff from the water than most other straw filters that I'm aware of. So that's the Sidekick 3-stage water straw filter, and it comes with an extra pre-filter, which is the cotton and the activated carbon, for $15. The next thing we want to look at from them is another item that I think is really cool. I use this thing daily now. It's the ClearFlow water bottle and filter kit. It's a BPA bottle, and then it's got the screw on top with a little flip top here, which I think it's got a little kind of a soft rubber mouthpiece too, so you don't, it's not uncomfortable on your teeth. It's a little helpful. Then it's got this filter, this 2-stage filter, and this has also got the activated carbon in it. So not only does it remove bacteria and stuff like that if you're in the woods, but it also removes chlorine and heavy metals and iron and sulfur and negative taste and discoloration. Also, this top is kind of like a standard thread, so if you got a standard thread pop-top bottle, you can screw that right on and use it on different bottles. It's 9 inches by 3 inches and it weighs just 7.8 ounces with the filter included. Life on this is 1,500 liters, costs about $22. I've been going to the gym a lot lately. I've been using this every time because the water from the fountains at the gym tastes like you're drinking straight from a public swimming pool with a chlorine level of who knows how high. I don't like that. I don't think it tastes bad, and it's bad for you. I can fill this bottle right up from that drinking fountain, and it tastes like clean, fresh, pure water. So it stinking works. $22. I think it's a great deal. So that is the clear flow water bottle and filter. The next filter we're going to take a look at is the HydroBlu VersaFlow. And basically it's kind of a, for lack of a better word, about the size of a Sawyer Mini, kind of the same style. So this does not have activated charcoal, so it's not going to be for chemicals or anything like that. But it does have the microfiltration hollow fiber membrane, 0.1 micron, and it's going to remove 99.999%, I don't know, a bunch of nines, of all bacteria and protozoan cysts such as E. coli, salmonella, cholera, giardia, cryptosporidium, etc. And it screws right onto a standard plastic bottle with a 28mm thread. So the little cheapy Walmart water bottles, that doesn't work on, but like a Dasani bottle or something like that, it actually works on. You can also use it inline. It's got a little nipples on both sides. You can put it inline for in your hydration bladder or whatever. You can use it as a straw because it comes with a tube. So you put the tube on the inlet end. It weighs 2 ounces. Flow rate is 1 gallon in 5 minutes. So it also comes with a little adapter. You can drill a hole in a 5-gallon bucket. So it comes with a hose, an adapter, and a clip. You can put it on a bucket and just use it like a gravity filter for your family or whatever, which is pretty cool in case of emergency. Just a very versatile filter. It's got a cartridge life of 10,000 gallons, and it has the ability to be backwashed. You just have to put something on it and squeeze clean water back through it. So that's a pretty cool deal. So $19.95 and includes both the bucket adapter and the other hookup stuff. So another thing that I thought was just, man, the bomb, absolutely great, is their 10-liter GoFlow gravity system, and it comes in this nice drawstring bag. And what this is a way you can fill up 10 liters of water and combine with a VersaFlow, and you can get this with or without the included VersaFlow. Combined with the VersaFlow, you can have a kind of a campsite filtration solution. So basically it's like a dry bag. You fill it up with water, you roll it over, you got a nice strap to hang it up on a tree or whatever. You hook your hose to it, it's got a clamp on it. And it's a quick connect too, by the way, so you don't lose water. You don't have to worry about screwing anything like that. It just snaps in like that and unsnaps like that. And when you don't have it snapped in, the water stays in the bag. Then you hook your VersaFlow on it, and you got a gravity system. And the reason I like this so much is because, I tell you, last time we went backpacking, one of the dads had a Katadyn base camp. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly, but it's basically his was like a 6-liter, I think. It's a bag with a filter in it that you can fill up water. And I'm using a little filter like this, trying to squeeze it into a bottle, and it's taking forever. When you're trying to cook, freeze-dried food or whatever, it takes a little bit of water. So once we got the camp and set up, I'm over here trying to dip in the creek and fill it up, and got to go down to the creek, get water bottles and all that. Where he goes down to the creek one time with his bag, fills it up, and we got water for pretty much everybody to use. But their 10-liter model is $75 with a 0.2 micron filter. This one from the folks at HydroBlu is $39.95 complete with the VersaFlow. If you already got a VersaFlow, you just want the bag system, it's only $29.95. So I think that's a really good deal, and it just really works. The quick connect works, everything works, and it's a good way to have a larger volume of water that you don't have to continue messing with, to be honest with you, at camp. So I highly recommend this thing. It's just kind of a good way to make sure you got like a family or a group solution to filter your water. So that's pretty cool. Finally, speaking of group and solutions, if you really need a serious, large volume, kind of a long-term solution for some really high levels of filtration, they have a pressurized jerry can water system. This thing holds 15 liters of water. It features a filter that screws in on this end, and it's got a 2-stage filter. So it's got ultrafiltration hollow fiber filter here, and then you got your carbon module here to get in it. So it gets out all the E. coli and salmonella and all that stuff, plus it gets out chemicals and chlorine and pesticides and heavy metals and all that kind of stuff. Once you fill it up with water, it's got a hand pump here. You pump it and you pressurize it, and then you can open this spout up and you have a pressurized stream of water coming out. So it's got a couple little hoses that you can use for a spouter. You can put a big long hose on it, but it comes with a couple little short pieces here, and it just works. You can turn your water on and off. You don't have to dip it up, turn it up. You can lay it down sideways like this or sit it up like this. It doesn't matter. As your pressure goes down, you pump it a few times, it comes back up. Kind of like a garden sprayer principle, the way that works. The main ultrafiltration module here is good for 10,000 gallons, and then the activated carbon filter is good for 250 gallons, and you can get a replacement. Weighs about 4.5 pounds when it's all said and done. And then if you're concerned about viruses, they have an optional filter module, which is a 0.01 micron filter that will filter out viruses such as hepatitis A, polio, typhoid, and enteroviruses. So if you're in a situation where you need that, this could be a really good option for you to have a group, a really high volume water filtration, or I might border on purification. I'm not sure about the terminology there, but definitely if you need to get the viruses out, you can even do that with this. So the cost of this one is $124.95 for the standard setup without the virus protection. The virus module is $39.95, and then you can get extra activated charcoal modules for $6.95. And the standard replacement filter is $29.95. So several different ways here that you can make sure for long-term preparedness. Honestly, I think, in my opinion, this is something that would be really good in a long-term emergency kit. Just as an example, hurricanes and stuff have hit the U.S. lately and in different places, and people without water, and those kind of situations where there's flooding and everything, you got all kinds of stuff in the water. And it could be viruses, it could be hepatitis, it could be a lot of bad stuff. So with this, a couple of extra filters, a virus filter or whatever, definitely for under $200, you really have a good kind of a long-term emergency water setup for your family, just in case. People get focused on emergency food, which is important, but you're going to die quicker without water than you will without food, and you really need both. So I think this is a really, really good long-term emergency kind of water situation. I guess it could be good for a group camping and stuff like it too. I mean, it's got a lot of uses, but the biggest benefit I see for this is for long-term, just kind of like for your emergency preparedness kit, especially if you live in areas that are prone to flooding and hurricanes and stuff like that. Okay, well, that was hopefully a quick look at the several different water filtration products from the folks at HydroBlu. I was trying to pick out which one I like the best, but honestly, I like them all. The Sidekick straw is going in my survival kit. The gravity system is going in my Boy Scout camping kit. The water bottle goes with me every time I go to the gym, and the jerry can is going in my emergency preparedness setup for my families. I just think they have some really great stuff. So once again, thanks to the folks at HydroBlu for sending me this stuff so I could test it and check it out and show it to you, for sponsoring this video. And as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. I put out a brand new video every Friday and Saturday, and very often random videos throughout the week. You can check out a new one right here. If you're not subscribed, you can click in the corner right there, subscribe, and click that little bell thing there that YouTube has, and you get notified whenever I put out a video. I really appreciate your support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident. So be prepared. I'll see you next time.